things. They wanted to earn their bread for the day. As they ventured into the forest, they heard a baby crying, a human baby crying. Simultaneously, they heard roaring noises of lions. They were very scared and they jumped here and there to look into the bushes to save the baby because there were lions around. To their surprise, what they found this little baby nurtured by lions. They shooed away the lions, picked up the baby, came back to the hamlet. In the hamlet of their tribe, they went to the chief and they showed the baby. "O king, we found this baby in the jungle, surrounded by lions. What do we do with this baby?" An opportunity for the chief who did not have children. He said, "I will adopt this baby." And he adopted this baby, named her Sammakka. He raised her like a son because he did not have sons. Eventually, as she was growing, she was married to another chief, tribal chief called Goddess. How miraculously was this baby found? So did her nature was. She was able to cure people of illness. She was like a healing mantra for all of them. Everybody used to stay around her. In her married life, they had 3 children, 2 daughters and a son, Saraka, Nagulamma and Jampana. As the life was passing by, like how every year you have summers, there was drought and it did not rain for years together. This started building excitement in the tribals. How will we pay the tax to Kakatiyas if we don't do farming? So they all sat together and they said, "Why don't we go ask for pardon from Kakatiyas, tell them that we cannot pay taxes for a couple of years now because we are deep in trouble. We cannot harvest, we cannot pay you taxes." So Padigada Raju, Sammakka's husband, took the lead and a bunch of tribals went together to Warangal, almost 100 kilometers from Medaram, from where they lived. They went and they fell at the feet of the Kakatiya king, Prataparudra. And they said, "O king, we cannot pay you taxes now because it didn't rain for more than 5 years now. We are deep in trouble. We are finding difficulty in hunting. So please pardon us, O king, for another 2 years. Until it rains, we cannot pay you the tax." But the egoistic king, he said, "You guys have to give me honey. You guys have to give me paddy if you have to live in my kingdom, or get lost of my kingdom. Get your things out of my forest." Now these people did not have any other option. Their heads down, they went back to their village and they narrated what happened with the Kakatiya king. He told them, "The arrogant king is not ready to listen. We can't do anything now, just to sit with our hands crossed. We can't do anything." Time passed, few months passed. They were not paying taxes. Eventually, the Kakatiya king sent his trained army. The crushing army of Kakatiya kingdom was sent to punish tribals in a small forest. When the army came, stood outside the forest, calling them to come out and face the army, these people had their own self-respect. They wanted to face the army. They said, "We will die, but we will not lose our self-respect." And they started fighting with the army. The army, which was trained to take over another kingdom, another kings in a battle to take over kingdoms, but here they were fighting with tribals. In the bloody fight which was happening there, eventually Sammakka's daughter passed away. Nagulamma passed away. Then Sammakka's husband, Padigada Raju, also passed away. But the valorous son of Sammakka, Jampana, fought till the end. He ensured he pulls down the Kakatiya army, but eventually what would happen? Who would face an army which is strong, which is trained. They eventually killed Jampanna as well in a river, and the river stream was completely of blood. Now, hearing this news, Sammakka rode her horse and entered the battlefield. What a lady she was, truly a lioness. She fought with the Kakatiya's army to their end, to a situation where the Kakatiya minister had to come and apologize to Sammakka and say, Sammakka, you stop your fight here. We will take you into our kingdom. We'll make you one of the key queens there. But self-respect was more important. They lost a lot of lives already. Sammakka was not ready. She fought, eventually to a state where she was gruesomely wounded. She looked up to her tribal people and she said, guys, I think my end has come, but I will give you a promise. Whenever you will remember me, I will be there to protect you as I've been doing till now. On the same side, she looked at the Kakatiya army and she cursed them. She said, "Oh, heartless king, you have shown your power on petty tribals. I curse that your kingdom should perish." And then she took her horse and started riding towards the forest. She went towards Chilkaragutta and she disappeared. Now, grief-stricken tribals who were left out went there looking for Sammakka in the forest. They searched all day and night, but in vain. What did they find? They just found a fully grown lioness's paw marks and a bunch of bangles. That was the legacy she left behind. And what's more important is that the legacy still continues today. Every 2 years, there is a big congregation of people, lakhs of people from various states assembling at Medaram and respecting what Sammakka was even today. Thank you.